Good afternoon, class, and welcome to Chapter 4.7, Graph Linear Functions. And we're not going to truly graph them in this section. We're going to more solve them as an equation, which you'll see here in a second. But let's talk about this word function and what it truly means. What does f of x really mean here? So, the symbol f of x is another name for y and is read as the value of x, the value of f at x, or simply as f of x. It does not mean f times x. So sometimes we familiarize ourselves with the word of meaning times. It does not mean that in this instance. So you can use letters other than f, such as G or H, to name functions. So what this really means, in my opinion, to kind of simplify it, is this f of x is truly just y. What it's asking us is, when we plug in the value, you'll see this in the problem here in the example. When we plug in this value for f here, what does that mean for this whole thing? What does your y truly equal? So look at the example. What is the value of the function f of x equals 3x minus 15 when x equals negative 3? So they want us to find the value of f when it's negative 3. Okay, so we're plugging negative 3 in here, minus 15. So this is just truly y. But they are telling us that we need to plug in negative 3. So we know that the function, okay, this function of negative 3 will be, and so we have to solve the right side of the equation. So 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Negative 9 minus 15 is negative 24. Okay, so we know that when f of x, when f is negative 3, that our y would be negative 24. Okay, so if I was making a table here and x was negative 3, f of x, or y, would be negative 24. Okay, so don't think about that. Don't let that distract you. Don't let this f of x, this function, this word, kind of distract you from what they're trying to find here. They're just telling you what x equals, and we plug it in, and we find out what our y would equal. So now we're trying to find the x value. So this one is, we're trying to find this, and they're telling us that the function of x will equal 6. So we're going to plug 6 into this. They're telling us our y. They're really saying that y equals 6. So 6 equals 2x minus 10. So find out what our x is. So you guys know how to solve equations. So 16 equals 2x divided by 2. X equals 8. So what this is saying is, when, I shouldn't put an x in there, sorry. When f of 8, okay, the function, when x is 8, we know that y would be 6. Okay, because they kind of had us work backwards here. So evaluate the function when x equals negative 2, 0, and 3. So here, let's try to make our table here. And we got to find our y, or our f of x. So we know that 12 times negative 2 plus 1 equals negative 24 plus 1, which equals negative 23. Plug in 0. We know that 12 times 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1 is 1. Then plug in 3. 12 times 3 plus 1. We know this is 36 plus 1, which is 37. So this chapter, they're really giving us all the information we need in the question. We just need to make sure that we're plugging it incorrectly. Okay, so they'll give you a table of values, -2, 0, and 3. Use as your x, and then you're trying to find your f of x or your y. Okay? So here's your homework. Just 2 questions. What is the value of the function f of x equals 2x plus 12 when x equals -8? And for the function f of x equals -2x plus 4, find the value of x so that the f of x equals 16. Okay? If you have any questions on how to solve these, please email me. Let me know. Okay, but the one thing I just don't want you to get confused on, okay, make sure you really look at this and understand that they just want to make sure that you understand that the value is -3 for x. So what is the y? What is the f of x? They're just calling it a different term. They're using different wording. So the function f of x, okay, when f is -3, what is the output on that? So you input -3 and your output would be -24. Okay? So watch that again if you have any questions on these 2 questions here. But other than that, I hope you have a wonderful 3-day weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Take care.